It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC West rivals. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. Smith going to go to the air, first play. And incomplete to open things up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Gino on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. After 1, 7-0 on the ace. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3rd and 2, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. So well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Forced out to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He'll look to set up his blockers. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Smith on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Throwing is Smith. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Smith throwing again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that.
Back now here on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like, what feels good to you and what feels good to your team? You're down big, you really have, like, one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
On second and very short, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mayfield now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. So far, this has to feel like a horrible dream for him. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 interceptions.
Now, this will test him mentally. And this is going to test his mettle and test his fortitude because once you've thrown those 3, you start to feel sorry for yourself. But you can't do that. There's more football to be played. I was talking with Jason Garrett, the coach of the Cowboys, and he mentioned at one point Tony Romo threw 5 interceptions in a game, but turned out to be one of the better games he played because he rallied down the stretch and took him to victory.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. That's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
The 46-yard line.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So the victory here